Good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome back to Jay Strategies, where we talk about the latest and greatest crypto news and much, much more. Let's go ahead and dive on in. You guys are ready for this. Let's go live, baby. Okay, let's hit the screens. We are going to go through CMC. We are going to rock it out. Let's go ahead and hit it so we can get inside the chat with you and get with it. Okay. Go ahead and hit those bells, hit those whistles. We're going to talk about the charts. We're going to talk about a shout out, and we're going to rock with you guys as usual. Okay, so here we go. Let me just get with you guys so that way we are in it to win it. All right. Okay, so everything's working. All right. Okay, so we are chilling and chilling. We are also live right now inside a Telegram group. And shout out, mad love and respect to Floki Box. We are live. We are doing live stream Telegram at the same time. Crypto news with shout out to talk about some of the latest and greatest projects out there so you can get with it and you can catch this bull run, baby. Taking it, shaking it, and bringing it to the moon. Let's go ahead, get with it, drop those comments, push those tags so we can rock. Okay, hit them hashtags, hit them retweets, and go ahead and drop your comments. And let's go ahead and dive on in. We're going to go through this. Okay, so today, let's see what's going on. Today's overall cryptocurrency market cap is 1.227 trillion, okay? Movement in the market, 24-hour volume is at 51 billion. Bitcoin dominance is at 46.9%. Ethereum dominance, check that out, 19.1%. Gas is a little high at the moment at 38 GUI, and that's because we're going to see what's rocking and shaking in the market today. Overall crypto, top number one king, Bitcoin, coming in at $29,842. 24-hour percentage gains, 9.1%. Market cap is at 577 billion. They're pushing it towards that 26 billion mark. We have 26.1 billion so far movement and volume in 24 hours, which is amazing for the market and the push. The bulls are in it for the win it. Ethereum coming in at $1,953. It's up 7.65% in the past 24 hours. The market cap is now at 235 billion, 11.4 billion in volume. USDT is now at $81 billion market cap. So this has grown, and we've been watching it from 60 up to 80. So that's 20 billion over the past couple months that has been issued in new stable coins. But as we say, always diversify your stable coins. BNB sitting there, number 4 spot. BNB is now sitting at 342, up 3% in the past 24 hours. $53 billion market cap, but the volume seems a little low when the bulls are out and running. 805 million, we should be seeing 1 billion at least. USDC coin now has a $30.7 billion market cap. You can go back in the videos when we talk about the stable coins and you can see how they're loading in and issuing and minting new stable coins into the market. 5.7 billion in volume on USDC coin. XRP sitting there, and we talked about XRP throughout the whole year, and I was telling you guys that they utilize it for volume to be able to transfer value systems, and they're utilizing it. Remember, the US was going through a whole bunch of stuff that's happening, and we talked about those in other videos for you guys that are up to date on that information. And they're utilizing a the Ripple Labs in the chain to transfer value, and also using it for shipping industries and transportation systems. So that's something that we're going to end up doing a deep dive video soon, because the movements are rocking. That's why you see $1.2 billion in volume on XRP. Cardano sitting at 41 cents, $14.4 billion market cap, 359 million in volume. So a little bit lower volume. I want to see what I want to see on Cardano. But if you go ahead and look, Cardano has their plans, and you can see that they're starting to push out. Today, they were doing announcements for the campaigns in the United States for the runnings for 2024. So then we're going to be able to see a lot of movement in the actual markets and overall markets out there for stocks too. Dogecoin sitting at that 8-cent mark right there at number 8 spot. It's actually up almost 6% in 24 hours at $11.5 billion market cap, $459 million in volume. Matic, we've been talking about this one, guys, when we were sitting below it and we were watching it move up and people utilizing EVM and smart contracts on that blockchain. So now it's sitting at $1.04. It's up 9.2% in the past 24 hours, and it has a $9.6 billion market cap. Now, this is amazing because we haven't actually seen this much volume with this much conviction behind the actual pump in the volume, and we're going to actually jump into that and show you some stuff. And, you know, if we're rocking and we're chilling, we'll be able to go into that much more, and then we'll talk about that, and we'll do some book map and stuff like that. Number 10 spot, Solana, reclaiming and sitting right there at number 10 at $22.71, up 9%, and now $8.9 billion market cap, 456 million in volume. Polygon has 541 million in volume. I'm actually would want to watch that movement and see how that volume's going to be rocking out. And then below that, you guys always want to ask about that Shiba Inu. So it did move 5%, and it's at $6.2 billion. So you still have those Ethereum whales pushing on that. Now look, interesting, Tron, okay, starting to move up and pull into the market, but it looks like a little bit of price manipulation to me because it's $209 million in volume. Shiba Inu is very low in volume. Now the BUSD stablecoin, all right, ended up falling down a little bit, but it still has $6.3 billion, and it's $3.3 billion in volume. So that's what Binance uses as a stablecoin for USD. All right, so if you're in Binance and you're trading to BUSD, you know it's best to diversify throughout the top 3 stablecoins: BUSD, USDC, and Tether. Okay. All right, so we talked about what's happening in the market and what's rocking. Now we're going to go ahead and hop into the chart so we can show you guys what's going on here. You know, I like to go ahead and we're going to start with the Big Daddy overall. All right, and this is on a 1 hour market cap. Okay, so you guys have seen Bitcoin pulling towards the upside. I'm using an indicator that's called Trader's Reality, okay, and this indicator gives me everything that I need from moving averages, psychological levels, different M pivot zones, and different candle formations. And there's a whole system behind the hybrid system that the market makers use in order to monetize and make the best out of each different market situation. That's why you see these boxes. It goes from New York to Sydney, Hong Kong, Europe, and then New York opens, and then that's the cycle throughout the week. And then that's when you see the biggest moves right before market opens and market closings. So you see how we had those pumps right at the closings. So if you guys want to know when to get into the big moves in the big daddy parts of the market, then just follow along and stick with it and keep on learning. All right, RSI towards the upside, and this is on the 1 hour chart. Okay, 5 moving average. Yeah, we're actually extended right up into these areas, and we're actually above. Okay, let me turn that off for a second, and then let me just show you something here. All right, so we flipped that EMA ribbon because we were hitting resistance, and now we are tapping it. This is a vector candle, okay? So usually vector candles come, retrace a bit, and hit towards the upside, but it looks like we're hitting the tops over here, you know, at the 30K level, which is resistance for Bitcoin, because as you see, that's where it was finding support. We fell below that level, and now we're hitting it. So if we close above that and close candles, we'll be able to see what's happening for that overall. So let's go ahead and go back to our lovely indicator. So we have our RSI turned up. Now let's go ahead and look real quick into the daily market. Now, we were saying this to you guys since we actually pulled above this 800 EMA on the daily, all right? We said we were waiting for that 50 to cross over that 800, and it looks like we're just about to happen. We wanted to start closing candles back above that 800, okay, which we did. We closed that yesterday candle back above that the 800 after testing it, and it was a heavy area of support. Now we're heading back up to those highs of where a swing wick high was up to that 31K exactly, touched it, kissed it, and pulled back. You can see the retrace of this vector candle that I told you guys. I said, guys, be prepared for that retrace. All right, so for you guys that got in at this top level when I told you, you know, congrats to you. All right, so we got that retrace. We tapped the moving average, and now we're pulling towards the upside. So we should see accumulation phase in this area because the moving averages do need to start moving up towards the price and towards the candles. RSI turned toward the upside, okay? When you see this purple line cross over this yellow line, that was actually bullish. We were actually pretty far away here, so I was expecting and waiting for a move to happen in the market, and that's what we ended up seeing happen, okay? So That is on the daily chart. Let's go ahead and look and show you what's going on. Okay, Bitcoin dominance. You see Bitcoin dominance? Now heavy Bitcoin dominance and movement in the market. So those whales are laddering in and buying in, and that's because when you see in the overall market, now let me go down to the half-hour blocks because we're going to go ahead and take a look, okay, at the regular stock market. So you see it rally today. So after opening up, okay, and pulling back, all right, we're rallying, pulling towards the upside. So it's going to be hitting its some resistance if it does pull back above the daily opens that they have right there. So we're watching that and overall assets, okay. So you see gold, and I was telling you guys, actually, I was telling the guys in the Telegram chat too. I was like, look, wait, when you see gold pulling back, you're going to see Bitcoin pump. So if you guys follow that advice and information, congrats and kudos to you. All right. So definitely that's stuff that we want to be watching. And then let's see that USDT. Look at that. Slowly laddering back in. Dominance USDT going down, going back into the market. So these are the different things that you pay attention and look into. Total overall cryptocurrency market cap right now, okay? We are just about to cross over that 800 with the 50, which is actually bullish, okay? But we are at the overbought areas on the RSI, and we have been in that range on the smaller time frames today. So let's go ahead and see if they're going to be able to hold and accumulate sideways in the markets, okay? Now, Ethereum, we're just going to show you here on the 1 hour market cap. We did pull above, so we've been above that 200 EMA right there, okay? So what we're expecting, because we do have vectors, is, if the market does rally, find a high, it would end up tapping somewhere back into the vector candles. So we want to see, are we going to continue more towards the upside and break that big heavy resistance at the 31K level on Bitcoin? All right, we don't know. So just keep following, keep watching, keep chilling. All right. And then Binance on BNB. All right, since we're shouting out, we're talking about Floki Box, and you can see here Floki Box sitting at $360,000 market cap right now. Okay, it's been having volume. Chat is bullish, as you see. We can rock out with you guys. Mad love and shout out to you guys. All right, right here, we're just doing it live, showing the love, support, and much more. So you guys already know what it is. Okay, BNB, you see BNB pulled towards the upside. We did retrace on that vector candle, and looks like we found our levels and we started pulling back towards the upside. So you got to remember too, last week high, okay, was at that 350. So if we do continue to rally, that's going to be a heavy resistance zone, and then the top of the brink session at 345 would be a resistance zone. So we would see some rejection at those levels while the moving averages start pulling back up towards the candlesticks in general. And then let's go into the longer term outlook of Binance BNB, okay? Staying strong, all right? The 50 is above the 200, okay? We're above the 50. We keep testing the 50 and it keeps giving us support, and now we're continuing to rally towards the upside. And like I was saying, you see that we have the last week high at 350, so we're definitely going to be hitting resistance in those areas because that's where we hit it a couple other times. And then also right here where we are at that 337 or 335 area, that's heavy support right there, because that's where on the daily the 5 EMA moving average is at, okay? And then on the daily the RSI is turned up. We did cross over, which is bullish, okay? So we either are going to see more extension into territory towards the upside, or we're going to end up tapping and bouncing back off those levels. So utilize everything that you can in your indicators and make smart trades. Always do your own research and check all that stuff out. All right, XRP, as you can see on the daily, okay, we came back, and I was telling you guys that 800 was acting as resistance. So then when we actually hit that resistance and we did not close the candle, so we pulled back toward that 50 EMA. So now we're above the 50 EMA on the daily. If we close above this, then we are, and also, if the market continues to rally, we could see ourselves pulling back up towards that 52-cent area and volume. And like I was telling you, that was something to watch for the rest of this year. But we'll dive into more in videos individually. So that way, this is overall cryptocurrency, different market caps charts, and getting all this information out to you. Okay, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to hit that bell so you get the information, because remember, I'm giving you a bunch of indicators. The more that you listen listen, the more that you watch, come into the different Telegram groups that I'm in, ask questions, be active, you will learn a lot more, all right? And then shout out to all the guys that are live right now on Telegram. So I'm just showing them, teaching them what they got going on over here, okay? And then, okay, let's see. All right, the dollar index. The dollar index actually was pulling back. All right, so the dollar index ended up pulling back below the 50 EMA. Okay, and you can see. All right, that's in a daily. Okay, so yeah, so the dollar index has been bleeding, and then that's been giving some power to the crypto markets overall. All right, Dogecoin, like we were saying, was sitting at the 8 cents. It's hitting that 200 EMA, which is giving it resistance. All right, so if we see a daily close above that, then we want to pay attention to the market moving from overall today for us. So Big Daddy Bitcoin on the daily. All right, pay attention, get into that rally. Woohoo to you guys that brought on those EMA levels and support levels and rocking. Now we're going to be looking for where the rally top is going to be for our retrace into our moving average levels. Swing by Twitter. Get with it. Bunch of different information. We're gonna be dropping a lot more stuff on there, telling you about the different charts, Binance, and much more. Telling you about the breakouts. Like I was telling you, I said, look, if we're gonna hit above that and break out, we're gonna push it, or we're gonna hit those other bearish targets. Well, we hit the bullish targets. Definitely amazing. Go ahead and we'll hit with it and get with it on Twitter. And shout outs that I was doing today for Floki Box, mad love and respect. You can go ahead and check out their website and much more for that. Guys, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell. Mad love and respect, okay? You've been chilling with Jay's Strategies, the latest and greatest crypto news and meme coins and much more. Today we talked about Floki Box. We talked about the market, the bullish sentiment, and